In today's fast-paced world, maintaining mental strength can feel like an uphill battle. As we navigate the pressures of daily life, it's easy to find ourselves overwhelmed and exhausted. Yet, the wisdom of ancient philosophers offers a guiding light. Consider the words of Marcus Aurelius, who once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. This insight captures the essence of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches us to cultivate inner resilience regardless of external challenges. In this video, we'll explore a daily checklist inspired by Stoic teachings, revealing how these timeless principles can help us build mental fortitude amidst modern struggles. These insights aren't just theoretical, they're practical tools you can apply to improve your everyday life. Join us as we delve into the profound ways Stoicism can empower you to master your mindset and navigate the complexities of our contemporary world with equanimity and purpose. Do you ever find yourself lost in thoughts about what might happen tomorrow or replaying yesterday's events in your head? In a world buzzing with distractions, staying present can be one of the biggest challenges we face. Yet, it's also one of the most crucial skills for maintaining mental strength. Being present in each moment or practicing mindfulness is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy that helps us build resilience by freeing us from the anxieties of the past and the uncertainties of the future. Stoicism encourages us to focus on what we can control, and that starts with our attention. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely noted, "Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life." This quote reminds us that by living fully in the present, we can better manage our mental energy and foster a stronger, more enduring sense of inner calm. But how exactly does being present enhance our mental resilience? Imagine a scenario where you're consumed by stress about an upcoming meeting. Your mind races with potential outcomes, worries about your performance, and fears of negative repercussions. By grounding yourself in the present moment, you shift your focus from these unproductive thoughts to the task at hand. This shift not only reduces anxiety, but also allows you to engage more fully with what's directly in front of you, whether that's preparing your presentation or simply taking a deep breath to center yourself. Practicing mindful presence means intentionally settling your mind in the now. This can be as simple as dedicating a few moments each day to observe your surroundings without judgment or breaking larger tasks into smaller, more manageable steps that you can address one at a time. Each of these practices helps anchor your thoughts to the current moment, diminishing the power of distractions that pull you into a cycle of worry. Moreover, being present can significantly alleviate anxiety. Consider a day where you find yourself overwhelmed by a looming deadline. Instead of letting the stress take control, focus on the immediate action you can take, like drafting an outline or tackling one section of the project. By concentrating on each small task, you dismantle the mountain of stress piece by piece, and your mind remains calm and clear. A daily practice of mindfulness doesn't just reduce stress in a given moment, it cultivates an overall attitude of resilience. Over time, you become less reactive to stressors and more adept at handling life's inevitable challenges with poise and clarity. Integrating mindfulness into your daily routine doesn't require hours of meditation or significant lifestyle changes. It can be as simple as setting aside time for a quiet walk, fully experiencing each step and breath, or turning off notifications to give your complete attention to a conversation with a friend or loved one. Each effort strengthens your ability to remain grounded and enhances your mental resilience. As we explore these Stoic principles, remember that the power of mindful presence is something you can nurture each day. By choosing to live intentionally in the present, you empower yourself to build a mind that is both strong and serene, ready to face whatever life brings your way. Many of us wrestle with the challenge of controlling our emotions. In moments of high stress or provocation, emotions like anger, frustration, or sadness can seem to surge uncontrollably, affecting our decisions and interactions. This is a common struggle shared by people from all walks of life. The Stoics, however, offer a refreshing perspective on emotional regulation, providing us with timeless tools to master our internal world. The Stoic approach to emotions is centered on the idea that while we may not have control over external events, we do have control over our reactions to them. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, famously remarked, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This quote underscores the core Stoic belief that true power lies in our ability to choose our responses, thus shaping our emotional landscape. Emotional regulation from a Stoic viewpoint begins with understanding that emotions are not inherently good or bad. They are natural human responses that reflect our interpretations of the world. The key is to recognize these emotions without judgment and decide how to act upon them. This process involves a conscious effort to pause, reflect, and redirect our energy into constructive action rather than reactive behavior. Consider the emotion of anger. It's easy to let anger take the reins, leading to words or actions we might later regret. The Stoics teach us to visualize anger as a passing wave. Just like a wave, it builds and eventually subsides if we allow it to pass without resistance. By observing anger in this way, we distance ourselves from the immediate surge of emotion, granting ourselves the space to choose a calm response rather than an impulsive reaction. Let's delve into a practical scenario. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Naturally, frustration bubbles up. Instead of succumbing to the rising tide of irritation, take a moment to breathe deeply and visualize your frustration as that passing wave. Acknowledge its presence, but remind yourself that this moment, like the wave, will soon be over. Instead of honking or venting, you focus on a proactive solution, perhaps using the hands-free in your car to inform your team about the delay. This practice of emotional regulation requires patience and practice. It involves training the mind to pause before reacting, recognizing the initial emotional cue, and deliberately choosing a measured response. Over time, this habit becomes more ingrained, gradually transforming our automatic reactions into thoughtful responses that align with our values. Moreover, the Stoics encourage us to reflect on our emotions regularly. By journaling or meditating on our experiences, we gain clarity about what triggers certain emotions and how we can better manage them in the future. This reflective practice helps us build resilience and emotional intelligence, turning what might seem like a natural vulnerability into a source of personal strength. Incorporating these Stoic principles into daily life doesn't mean becoming emotionless. Rather, it empowers us to navigate our emotions wisely and maintain our inner balance in all situations. The journey of emotional regulation is about enhancing our capacity to respond rather than react, nurturing a more centered and resilient self. By embracing the Stoic path to emotional control, we learn to harness the power of our minds, transforming potential chaos into calm, and ultimately leading more harmonious and fulfilling lives. Let's take a journey back to the time of the Roman Empire, amidst the bustling streets of ancient Rome, where the philosopher and emperor Marcus Aurelius penned his meditations. In these writings, he offered profound insights that continue to resonate today, particularly the notion of focusing on what we can control. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. This simple yet profound idea forms a foundational pillar of Stoic philosophy, urging us to channel our energy toward managing our internal world rather than fretting over external circumstances beyond our influence. Understanding and embracing this principle is crucial for maintaining mental strength in the face of life's constant uncertainties. The Stoics believed that our mental and emotional well-being is significantly enhanced when we learn to differentiate between the things we can control and those we cannot. This concept is not about ignoring or denying the existence of challenges and adversities, but rather about adopting a mindset that reduces unnecessary stress and anxiety by focusing on constructive actions. Let's break this down into practical terms. Imagine waking up to a rainy day when you had planned a picnic. While you can't control the weather, you can adjust your plans. You might choose to enjoy an indoor activity instead, focusing on the positives of the situation, such as a cozier, intimate gathering with friends or family. By redirecting your energy from lamenting the rain to appreciating the new opportunity, you maintain mental clarity and emotional balance. In our daily lives, this shift in focus can help us manage everything from minor inconveniences to significant life events. Consider a work environment where restructuring leads to job uncertainty. While you may have no say in the company's decisions, you do have control over how you respond. You might choose to focus on enhancing your skills, updating your resume, or exploring new career opportunities, thereby taking proactive steps to secure your future rather than succumbing to fear and helplessness. The wisdom of focusing on controllable factors is particularly relevant in today's fast-paced and often unpredictable world. Whether it's dealing with traffic on the way to work, unforeseen family obligations, or global events that impact the economy, stress and anxiety are constant companions when we fixate on what lies beyond our reach. By aligning our actions with what we can influence, we cultivate resilience and peace of mind. Moreover, this principle encourages us to adopt a more accepting attitude towards life's unpredictabilities. Instead of resisting change or fighting against the inevitable, we can choose to adapt with grace and composure. This approach not only strengthens our mental fortitude, but also enhances our problem-solving capabilities, allowing us to navigate life's challenges more effectively and positively. Incorporating this Stoic principle into your routine can start with a simple exercise. Whenever faced with a challenge, pause and ask yourself, what about this situation is within my control? Focus on taking positive actions in those areas and let go of the rest. Over time, this habitual practice will empower you to maintain your mental strength and achieve a greater sense of inner peace, regardless of the external chaos that might surround you. By consistently applying Marcus Aurelius's teachings in our daily lives, we can transform our approach to stress and uncertainty, leading to a more balanced, fulfilling life. As we continue to explore the wisdom of Stoicism, remember that the strength we seek lies not in the absence of adversity, but in our ability to navigate it with clarity and purpose. Have you ever considered how often we shy away from discomfort in pursuit of convenience and ease? It's a natural tendency to seek out comfort zones, those safe and familiar spaces that promise minimal stress and effort. Yet, how often do we reflect on the potential cost of staying within these zones? What if embracing discomfort could be the key to unlocking greater resilience and strength in our lives? The Stoics were keenly aware of this paradox. They believed that by voluntarily exposing ourselves to discomfort, we could cultivate resilience and better prepare for life's inevitable challenges. This principle, known as voluntary discomfort, encourages us to step outside our comfort zones deliberately, not as a form of self-punishment, but as a powerful exercise in personal growth. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, captured this notion vividly when he said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Through this lens, we see that hardship is not to be feared but welcomed as an opportunity to build mental fortitude. By practicing voluntary discomfort, we train ourselves to become more adaptable and less reactive to the stressors and adversities that life presents. Consider the practice of intermittent fasting as a tangible example of voluntary discomfort. By choosing to fast periodically, we temporarily forego the immediate pleasure of eating. While initially challenging, this practice teaches self-discipline and self-control, fostering a deeper appreciation for nourishment and honing our ability to endure discomfort with patience and grace. Moreover, the benefits extend beyond the physical. The mental challenge of intermittent fasting can enhance your resilience, helping you remain calm and composed under pressure. Engaging in activities that push our boundaries can take many forms, each with its unique benefits. It might involve waking up earlier than usual to start the day with exercise, or it could mean taking cold showers to build tolerance to environmental stressors. Perhaps it includes intentionally unplugging from technology for a set period to test and strengthen our reliance on digital distractions. Each of these practices demands that we endure temporary discomfort, but they all contribute to a more resilient mindset. The value of voluntary discomfort lies in its ability to teach us that discomfort is not something to be avoided at all costs. Instead, it's a tool for growth, allowing us to stretch our limits and build mental and emotional resilience. It prepares us for reality, where we inevitably face situations we cannot control. By regularly engaging in such practices, we train our minds to be flexible and robust, capable of facing adversity with confidence and composure. Moreover, this practice reshapes our perception of challenges. What once seemed daunting becomes manageable, sometimes even welcome, as our capacity to endure and thrive in uncomfortable situations expands. Whether it's dealing with unexpected changes at work or navigating difficult relationships, the skills honed through voluntary discomfort become powerful allies in maintaining our mental strength. So, the next time you find yourself reaching for comfort, pause and ask, what discomfort can I willingly embrace today that could strengthen my resilience tomorrow? Remember, the goal isn't to seek out discomfort for its own sake, but to embrace it as a means of fortifying our spirit. By cultivating a habit of seeking voluntary discomfort, we build a foundation of resilience that supports us through life's inevitable trials and tribulations, leading to a deeper sense of satisfaction and achievement. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to overlook the simple pleasures that fill our world with richness and meaning. Yet, the Stoics understood that gratitude for these small, often unnoticed gifts forms the bedrock of a fulfilling and resilient life. They champion the practice of gratitude not merely as a moral virtue, but as a practical tool for cultivating mental strength and inner peace. Historically, Stoics have always placed immense value on appreciating life's fundamental joys. This appreciation is rooted in the understanding that happiness does not arise from external possessions or circumstances, but from the way we perceive and respond to the world around us. By practicing gratitude, the Stoics taught us to focus on what we have rather than what we lack, shifting our mindset from scarcity to abundance. A powerful proponent of this philosophy was Marcus Aurelius, who offers timeless wisdom through his meditations. He advised, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. This quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of gratitude in Stoic practice. By beginning each day with a conscious acknowledgement of these privileges, we lay the foundation for a day filled with appreciation rather than dissatisfaction. Gratitude fosters a positive outlook by reframing our perspectives. Instead of seeing obstacles, we see opportunities. Instead of focusing on losses, we recognize what remains. This isn't just about positive thinking. It's about nurturing a resilient mindset that sees beyond immediate challenges to the enduring good that persists in our lives. When practiced regularly, gratitude can significantly enhance our mental well-being, acting as a buffer against stress and anxiety. To embody this Stoic principle, consider adopting the practice of keeping a daily gratitude journal. This simple yet profound exercise involves recording 3 things you are grateful for each day. These entries can range from the warmth of the sunlight streaming through your window to a supportive conversation with a friend or the satisfaction of completing a task. The act of writing them down reinforces their importance and gradually reshapes your thinking patterns. The power of a gratitude journal lies in its ability to draw our focus back to the present moment, highlighting the abundance that often goes unnoticed amidst our routines. Over time, this practice cultivates a habit of looking for the good in every situation, training your mind to seek out and celebrate the positives rather than dwelling on the negatives. Moreover, gratitude has a profound ripple effect on our relationships. By expressing our appreciation for the people in our lives, we strengthen bonds and foster a deeper sense of connection. A simple thank you, whether in person, through a note, or even a thoughtful gesture, can brighten someone else's day, reinforcing the cycle of gratitude and positivity. As we continue exploring the wisdom of Stoicism, remember that gratitude is a powerful ally. It enriches our lives with contentment and fortitude, enabling us to navigate challenges with greater ease and joy. So, as you embark on your journey of cultivating mental strength through Stoic principles, let gratitude be both your guide and your companion. Embrace the practice of acknowledging the good in your life and watch as it transforms your perspective, bringing more resilience and happiness into your everyday existence. Have you ever stopped to consider how much we take for granted in our everyday lives? We often overlook the comforts that surround us, only recognizing their true value when they're gone. Imagine for a moment waking up one morning and realizing that the electricity is out. No lights, no internet, no morning coffee brewed magically by your machine. It's a small inconvenience, but suddenly the technology we rely on becomes glaringly significant. This brings us to a powerful Stoic practice known as negative visualization. Negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum as the Stoics called it, is the practice of imagining the loss of things we usually take for granted. This technique isn't about inducing anxiety or pessimism. On the contrary, it's about deepening our appreciation for what we have by mentally preparing for the possibility of loss. This paradoxical method enhances gratitude by reminding us that nothing should be taken as a given. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher and tutor, articulated this concept beautifully when he advised, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This quote encapsulates the idea that true wisdom and contentment lie not in yearning for more, but in appreciating the present. Let's delve into an example to see how negative visualization can enrich our lives. Picture a day where all modern technology is suddenly unavailable. No smartphones, no social media, no easy access to any information you desire at the swipe of a finger. While this scenario might initially seem daunting, it serves as a stark reminder of how much we depend on modern amenities. Without the constant buzz of notifications and digital distractions, you're left with more time to engage with the world directly. Perhaps you notice the beauty of a sunrise more vividly without the impulse to capture it on your phone, or engage in a deeper conversation with someone without the interruption of a ringing alert. By visualizing such a scenario, we shift our focus from the absence of these conveniences to a profound appreciation when they're present. The next time you send a quick message to a loved one or check the weather forecast with ease, you'll recognize the luxury that is instantaneous communication and information access. Regularly practicing negative visualization doesn't just spark gratitude. It builds resilience. By contemplating potential challenges or losses, we mentally prepare ourselves to handle them with equanimity if they occur. We become less anxious about uncertainties, knowing we've already considered the possibilities and acknowledged our capacity to adapt and endure. Incorporating negative visualization into your daily routine can be as simple as dedicating a few moments each day to reflect on the things you cherish most and imagine life without them. This might involve considering the absence of good health, the love and support of family, or even the simple pleasures like a favorite meal. As you do this, let the imagined loss enhance your gratitude for these gifts and instill a renewed sense of appreciation. As we continue exploring Stoic wisdom, remember that negative visualization isn't about dwelling on loss but celebrating the richness of what you currently possess. By fostering this mindset, you enhance your ability to savor life's gifts, appreciate the present, and navigate future challenges with grace and gratitude. How often do we find ourselves caught in the web of overthinking, trapped in a cycle of endless deliberation that leads us nowhere? This common experience, often termed as analysis paralysis, can be a major obstacle in our journey toward mental strength and resilience. The Stoics, however, offer a path forward, emphasizing the importance of decisive action as a cornerstone of a robust and resilient mind. To truly understand the Stoic approach to decision-making, we must first appreciate their view on the virtue of courage. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, once advised, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This quote reflects the essence of Stoic wisdom, encouraging us to act with integrity and courage rather than hesitancy and doubt. Taking decisive action involves more than simply making choices. It requires an alignment of our values, intentions, and actions. It's about recognizing the need to act, assessing the options available, and choosing a course with confidence, even in the face of uncertainty. The Stoics understood that wavering indecision often stems from fear of making the wrong choice, of failure, or of judgment, and they taught that courage is the antidote to such fear. Let's consider a scenario that underscores the importance of decisive action. Imagine you are offered a new job opportunity with a higher salary, but in a city far from family and friends. The decision isn't easy. You love your current job, but the new position promises a chance for growth and adventure. Hours are spent weighing the pros and cons, consulting loved ones, and contemplating potential outcomes. Yet, the longer you deliberate, the more overwhelming the decision becomes, and the less clear the way forward appears. In this situation, a Stoic approach would urge you to reflect on your core values and long-term goals. What matters most to you? Is it career advancement and new experiences, or is it the comfort and support of being near loved ones? Once you identify what aligns with your values, taking action becomes a matter of aligning your decision with those principles and moving forward with courage. By committing to a decision, you reclaim your mental strength and clarity. Whether you choose to accept the job or stay put, decisive action pulls you out of the mire of overthinking and propels you forward. This bold step not only alleviates the burden of indecision, but also fortifies your resilience, teaching you to trust in your ability to make choices that reflect your true self. Furthermore, the Stoics believed that taking action, even if imperfect, is often more valuable than remaining inert. Through action, we engage with life, learn from our experiences, and gain insights that refine our future decisions. Inaction, on the other hand, only serves to heighten anxiety and fear, trapping us in a cycle of self-doubt and stagnation. The practice of decisive action emphasizes trial and reflection. It acknowledges that mistakes are inevitable but also invaluable. Each step, right or wrong, is a step forward. It cultivates a mindset where problems are seen not as insurmountable obstacles but as opportunities for growth and learning. As we continue to explore Stoic teachings, remember that decisive action is not about reckless behavior or impulsive decisions. It's about thoughtful reflection followed by courageous action, trusting that each decision will lead you closer to a more resilient and fulfilling life. By embracing this philosophy, you empower yourself to navigate life's challenges with confidence, transforming uncertainty into opportunity and indecision into strength. Have you ever pondered why change often incites fear and discomfort? Many of us cling to familiar routines and predictable environments because they provide a sense of security. Yet, life invariably introduces change, weaving it into the fabric of our existence. This leads us to an essential Stoic principle: embracing impermanence. By understanding and accepting the transient nature of life, we can cultivate resilience and adapt to life's ebbs and flows with grace. The Stoics recognize that impermanence is not something to fear, but a fundamental truth of existence. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, poignantly observed, "Remember that everything you now have was once among the things you only hoped for." This quote captures the essence of impermanence, reminding us that all we hold dear, along with our troubles, is subject to change. Embracing this idea helps us appreciate life's moments without becoming overly attached or resistant to their inevitable evolution. When we accept the impermanent nature of life, we free ourselves from the weight of trying to control what cannot be controlled. This acceptance is not about passivity or resignation, but about cultivating a flexible mindset that remains calm amidst change. It involves understanding that change, while challenging, often brings growth and opportunities we might never have anticipated. Consider the example of the changing seasons. Each year, we witness the transformation from the vibrant colors of autumn to the stark beauty of winter, followed by the rejuvenating promise of spring and the warmth of summer. This cyclical pattern is a natural reminder of life's transience. Just as the seasons transition seamlessly, bringing with them new challenges and beauty, we too can navigate life's changes by embracing their inevitability and allowing them to enrich our experience. Let's put this into a more personal context. Imagine you're facing a significant life change, such as moving to a new city for a job opportunity. The prospect might fill you with anxiety. Leaving behind familiar faces and places is never easy. However, by adopting the Stoic perspective on impermanence, you recognize that while your current circumstances may be comfortable, they are not permanent. This understanding can help you appreciate the present moment more deeply, while also opening your heart and mind to the potential of new experiences and growth that the move will bring. Embracing impermanence encourages us to live more fully in the present, knowing that each moment is unique and fleeting. It prompts us to cherish our experiences, relationships, and achievements as they are, without clinging to them as static entities. This mindset not only enhances our appreciation of life's joys, but also mitigates the fear of loss and change, as we come to see them as integral parts of our journey. Moreover, by accepting the transient nature of life, we build mental resilience. We become less likely to crumble in the face of adversity, understanding that hardships, like joys, are temporary. This resilience is not just about enduring change, but thriving amid it, using every shift as a stepping stone toward a richer, more meaningful life. As you contemplate this Stoic principle, reflect on areas in your life where change might be brewing. Instead of resisting, consider how embracing impermanence might open up new possibilities and deepen your appreciation for the present. By adopting this timeless wisdom, you empower yourself to navigate life's inevitable changes with courage, flexibility, and a sense of wonder, transforming fear into acceptance and resistance into resilience. Life is a series of unpredictable events and inevitable challenges. From career changes to personal trials and everything in between, each day seems to present its own set of hurdles. While we can't avoid these challenges, we can prepare ourselves to face them with grace and tenacity. At the heart of this preparation lies inner fortitude, a steadfast strength that we cultivate from within, enabling us to navigate life's ups and downs with resilience and composure. Inner strength is much like a muscle. It requires regular exercise and commitment to develop. It involves nurturing a mindset that remains firm in the face of adversity, drawing on inner resources rather than relying solely on external circumstances for support. Seneca, one of the preeminent Stoic philosophers, emphasized the power of self-reliance in building this inner strength. He wisely observed, "The greatest wealth is a poverty of desires." This quote speaks to the essence of self-sufficiency, suggesting that true strength comes not from accumulating external possessions or assurances, but from cultivating a rich inner life, one that is not swayed by the whims of fortune. But how exactly do we build this inner fortitude? It starts with challenging ourselves intentionally, stepping outside our comfort zones to foster confidence and self-reliance. Consider the challenge of embarking on a solo hike. On the surface, it may seem simple, just you, the trail, and nature. However, the experience offers a profound opportunity to develop inner strength. Imagine setting out on a solo hike through a winding forest trail. As you venture into the wilderness, you leave behind the noise of daily life and the security of familiar surroundings. It's just you and the path ahead. With each step, you become acutely aware of your surroundings, the rustle of leaves, the chirping of birds, the crunch of gravel beneath your boots. This immersion in nature not only grounds you but also encourages self-reflection and introspection. As you continue your hike, challenges inevitably arise. Perhaps the trail is more strenuous than anticipated, or the path becomes unclear. In these moments, you learn to rely on your instincts and resourcefulness. You decide whether to forge ahead or seek an alternate route, drawing on your inner reserves of strength and confidence. With each decision, no matter how small, you reaffirm your ability to navigate the unknown and trust in your own capabilities. This exercise in self-reliance and perseverance extends beyond the hike itself. The confidence gained from facing and overcoming such challenges translates to all aspects of life. You become more adept at handling unexpected setbacks, knowing that you have the strength to find solutions and move forward, regardless of the obstacles. Moreover, cultivating inner fortitude fosters a deeper sense of self-awareness and contentment. As you become more self-reliant, you are less likely to be swayed by external validation or material desires. Instead, you find fulfillment in your own abilities and the intrinsic value of your experiences. Incorporating challenges like a solo hike into your routine is a practical way to build inner strength. It encourages you to step beyond the familiar, confront fears, and celebrate personal achievements. Over time, this practice enables you to face life's challenges with resilience, transforming potential vulnerabilities into sources of power. By drawing on the wisdom of Seneca and embracing experiences that bolster self-sufficiency, you can cultivate a deep, enduring inner strength that supports you through life's inevitable challenges. As you build your inner fortitude, you not only enhance your mental resilience but also enrich your journey with newfound confidence and self-assurance. Have you ever wondered how well you truly know yourself? In the hustle of everyday life, it's easy to overlook the importance of self-awareness. Yet, this understanding is pivotal for cultivating resilience and navigating life's complexities with wisdom and grace. One powerful tool that fosters this self-awareness is reflective journaling, an ancient practice that remains profoundly relevant today. Reflective journaling is the art of setting aside time to write about your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. This practice creates a space for introspection and emotional clarity, allowing us to process our day-to-day experiences and gain insights into our behaviors and mindset. The Stoics, particularly Marcus Aurelius, were great advocates of this practice. In his meditations, Marcus often engaged in thoughtful self-reflection, and he famously advised, "Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig." By writing reflectively, we dig into that inner fountain, uncovering the truths that lie beneath the surface of our conscious thoughts. This process enhances our understanding of ourselves and the world around us, offering a deeper insight into our motivations, fears, and aspirations. Through this lens, we become active participants in our own lives, better equipped to respond to challenges and seize opportunities with confidence and clarity. Consider the practice of end-of-day reflections. Each evening, you might set aside 10 to 15 minutes to write about your day. Begin by asking yourself a few probing questions. What went well today? What challenges did I face? How did I respond to these challenges? What did I learn about myself through my interactions and decisions? By articulating these reflections, you transform abstract thoughts into tangible insights, allowing you to track your personal growth and identify patterns that may not be immediately apparent. Suppose you had a challenging work meeting where you felt overwhelmed. Through journaling, you can explore the reasons behind those feelings. Perhaps it was the pressure to perform or an unresolved conflict with a colleague. By unpacking these emotions on paper, you gain clarity, which not only soothes immediate stress but also informs how you handle similar situations in the future. You might discover that taking a few deep breaths before speaking helps you communicate more effectively, or recognize the importance of setting boundaries to protect your well-being. Moreover, reflective journaling serves as a valuable archive of your personal evolution. Over time, you can revisit past entries and see how you've changed and grown. This retrospective view is incredibly empowering. It shows that challenges you faced, once seemingly insurmountable, were overcome with perseverance, and that your worries, once so consuming, have faded into the background. This realization bolsters your resilience and faith in your ability to navigate future uncertainties. Another key benefit of reflective journaling is its ability to foster gratitude. By taking note of daily successes and joyful moments, even within challenging days, you cultivate a positive mindset. This practice enhances your ability to find contentment in the present moment, fueling lasting happiness regardless of external circumstances. Incorporating journaling into your routine doesn't require elaborate effort or perfect prose. It's about authenticity and consistency. Whether through structured prompts or free-form writing, the act of documenting your thoughts is what counts. It's a personal commitment to ongoing self-discovery and emotional wellness. So, as we journey through the teachings of Stoicism and the pursuit of mental strength, remember that reflective journaling is a powerful tool. By committing to this practice, you cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself, enhance your resilience, and create a more intentional and fulfilling life. Embrace this self-reflective journey as a daily ritual and uncover the profound wisdom and strength that lie within. Have you ever caught yourself spiraling into a loop of worry over something that might not even happen? Perhaps it's a fear of failure that keeps you from pursuing a dream, or anxiety about what others might think of your decisions. These irrational fears are common, whispering doubts that can cloud our judgment and disturb our peace of mind. Stoic philosophy, however, provides us with a valuable tool to combat such fears: rational thinking. At the heart of Stoicism lies the emphasis on rationality as the path to mental strength. The Stoics believed that by cultivating a rational mindset, we can better navigate life's uncertainties and reduce the hold of irrational fears. It's about seeing the world clearly, making decisions based on reason rather than emotion, and finding calm amidst chaos. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, offers timeless wisdom in this regard. He famously wrote, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your judgment about it, and it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now." This quote highlights the Stoic belief that our perception, not the event itself, leads to distress. By adopting rational thinking, we can challenge these perceptions, gaining control over how we react to external circumstances. Rational thinking involves questioning automatic thoughts and identifying cognitive distortions, those habitual ways of thinking that skew our perception of reality. Cognitive distortions can take many forms, such as black and white thinking, catastrophizing, or overgeneralizing. By challenging these distortions, we cultivate a more balanced perspective and reduce emotional turmoil. Consider a common scenario. You've given a presentation at work, and afterwards your mind fixates on one small mistake, convincing you that the entire presentation was a failure. This is an example of all-or-nothing thinking, where an isolated incident clouds your overall performance. A rational approach would involve reflecting on the presentation as a whole, acknowledging not only the mistake but also what went well and how you captured your audience's attention. By broadening your perspective, you alleviate unnecessary self-criticism and recognize the event more accurately. To practice rational thinking, start by becoming aware of your thoughts and identifying any distortions. When a worry arises, ask yourself, is this thought based on reality, or is it an assumption or exaggeration? What evidence supports or contradicts it? What would I say to a friend in a similar situation? By engaging with these questions, you begin to unravel irrational fears and replace them with reasoned responses. Furthermore, Stoics encourage us to visualize possible outcomes and prepare for them with a rational mindset. Instead of fearing the worst, they advocate calmly considering potential scenarios and planning accordingly. This exercise not only reduces anxiety, but also enhances our ability to face challenges with a composed and prepared mindset. Rational thinking doesn't mean ignoring emotions or denying their importance. Rather, it involves balancing emotion with logic, ensuring that our decisions and reactions are guided by a well-rounded perspective. This approach empowers us to remain steady, even when faced with uncertainty or adversity, ultimately leading to greater mental strength and well-being. As you integrate rational thinking into your life, remember that it's a skill honed over time through practice and patience. By challenging cognitive distortions and seeking clarity over confusion, you build a foundation of mental resilience. This Stoic principle not only equips us to handle life's inevitable challenges, but also enriches our journey with greater peace, wisdom, and clarity. Embrace the power of rational thought as a guiding light, illuminating the path toward a more composed and fulfilling life. Have you ever stopped to ponder the brevity of life, to truly meditate on the fleeting nature of our existence? The Stoics believed that contemplating mortality was not a morbid obsession but a profound practice for living a life rich with purpose and serenity. This idea may seem unsettling at first glance, but it's deeply rooted in the Stoic tradition as a way to foster acceptance, reduce fear, and cultivate a deeper appreciation for the life we lead. The concept of memento mori, remember that you will die, served as a cornerstone for Stoic practice. Far from being a grim reminder, it's an invitation to focus on what truly matters, shedding the trivial worries that often cloud our thoughts. The acceptance of death, the Stoics argued, can liberate us from the shackles of fear and anxiety, freeing us to live more fully in the present. Consider the words of Epictetus, who wisely observed, "I cannot escape death, but at least I can escape the fear of it." This quote distills the essence of the Stoic view on mortality. While death itself is an inescapable part of the human journey, the anxiety we attach to it is something we can overcome. By accepting death as a natural and inevitable conclusion, we replace dread with a calm understanding that life is precious precisely because it is finite. But how can this acceptance transform the way we live today? For one, it shifts our perspective from fearing the end to valuing the journey. Knowing that our time is limited encourages us to prioritize what matters most, whether that's spending time with loved ones, pursuing passions, or contributing to our communities. It propels us to live with intention, pushing aside distractions and focusing on what brings genuine fulfillment. Engaging in a contemplative exercise about our mortality can support this shift in perspective. Picture this: take a moment to quietly reflect on your life's legacy, imagining how you would like to be remembered. What values do you wish to embody? What impact do you hope to have on those around you? Consider the relationships, accomplishments, and experiences that would make your life meaningful and complete. Now, with this vision in mind, think about the actions you can take today to align your life with this legacy. Maybe it involves reaching out to family, pursuing a long-held dream, or simply finding more joy in everyday moments. This exercise encourages us to live proactively and deliberately, recognizing that each day is a gift not to be squandered. Moreover, contemplating mortality deepens our gratitude for the present moment. It reminds us that each sunrise is unique, each encounter a chance to connect, and each breath a testament to our existence. This awareness can transform our daily routines into opportunities for greater appreciation and presence, reducing the noise of anxiety and regret. Ultimately, embracing the Stoic practice of accepting death empowers us to face life with clarity and courage. By letting go of the fear of the unknown, we free ourselves to savor the beauty and richness of our experiences, no matter how transient. Like an artist with limited time and colors, we are inspired to create a masterpiece that reflects our values and aspirations. As we journey further into the teachings of Stoicism, let this understanding guide you. Embrace the temporality of life as a catalyst for living deeply and purposefully. In doing so, we not only enrich our own lives but also leave a legacy of wisdom and peace for those who follow. In the midst of life's relentless chaos, have you ever found yourself yearning for a moment of peace, a quiet space where you can pause and regroup? The modern world, with its constant demands and distractions, makes this quest seem almost impossible. Yet the Stoics, who lived in their own tumultuous times, offer us a timeless practice to find peace amidst chaos: Stoic meditation. Unlike traditional forms of meditation that often focus on emptying the mind or achieving a state of transcendence, Stoic meditation is rooted in active reflection and mental preparation. It's about engaging with your thoughts and emotions in a constructive way, thereby building mental resilience and clarity. This practice allows us to strengthen our inner fortress, enabling us to remain centered no matter the external storm. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers and a Roman emperor, was a proponent of this reflective practice. In his meditations, which he wrote as personal notes to himself, he reminded us of the power of inner tranquility. He once wrote, "The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say or think or do, only what you do." This quote highlights the Stoic emphasis on focusing inward and finding peace through self-reflection and self-governance. So, how can we incorporate Stoic meditation into our daily routines to help maintain mental strength? One effective method is through mindful breathing, a simple yet profound technique that aligns with Stoic principles. Mindful breathing involves paying close attention to the rhythm and depth of your breath. It serves as an anchor, bringing your awareness back to the present moment and providing a momentary refuge from the chaos around you. To begin practicing Stoic meditation with mindful breathing, find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in, feeling the air fill your lungs. Hold it briefly and then exhale slowly. As you breathe, focus solely on each breath's sensation and rhythm. Allow any thoughts that arise to drift away, gently bringing your attention back to your breathing. While centered in this state of calm, reflect on a Stoic principle or a quote that resonates with you. perhaps consider Marcus Aurelius's meditation on finding tranquility by focusing on your actions rather than others' opinions. Ponder how this concept applies to your current life situation. Are there areas where you're overly concerned with external validation? How might you shift your focus inward towards your values and actions? Practicing this form of meditation regularly can help quieten the mental chatter that often overwhelms us and clouds our judgment. It's a moment to clear the mind and reset our intentions, allowing us to approach each day with greater clarity and composure. Moreover, by making Stoic meditation a regular habit, you create a mental space where reflection and action meet, a space where you can reclaim your power over your reactions and emotions. Beyond its calming effects, Stoic meditation equips us with tools to analyze our experiences and emotions, fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and enhancing our capacity for resilience. It's a practice that encourages us to confront our inner thoughts, reevaluate our perceptions, and align our actions with our core values. In today's fast-paced world, where tranquility often seems elusive, Stoic meditation offers a grounded and practical approach to cultivating inner peace and mental strength. By adopting this practice, you can transform moments of chaos into opportunities for reflection and growth, fostering a resilience that stands strong amidst life's inevitable challenges. As you continue on your Stoic journey, let meditation be a guide that helps you navigate the path with wisdom and serenity. As we continue exploring the teachings of Stoicism, it's essential to recognize that despite the focus on personal reflection and inner resilience, the Stoics never viewed the individual as an isolated entity. Rather, they emphasized the profound interconnectedness of human beings, advocating for a life that involves active participation and contribution to the broader community. This focus on community underscores the belief that our strength is not only drawn from within, but also from our relationships with others. Human interconnectedness is a fundamental aspect of our existence. We are social creatures inherently drawn to form connections and build relationships. From family units to larger societal structures, our lives are intricately linked with those around us. In recognizing this interconnectedness, Stoicism teaches us that contributing to others is not only a moral duty, but also a source of personal resilience and fulfillment. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, eloquently articulated this sentiment when he stated, "No man is an island, every man is a piece of the continent, a part of the main." This quote highlights the Stoic understanding that our lives are interwoven with the lives of others, and our actions inevitably affect the community at large. By embracing this perspective, we find strength and purpose in working for the common good. Contributing to the community strengthens our resilience in several ways. Firstly, it fosters a sense of belonging and connection, which is crucial for emotional well-being. When we engage in acts of kindness or service, we create and nurture bonds with others, reinforcing our place within a supportive network. This network provides a buffer against life's challenges, offering emotional support and practical assistance when needed. Secondly, community involvement shifts our focus from our own problems to the needs and well-being of others. This shift in perspective can be incredibly empowering, helping to reduce feelings of helplessness or self-centered worry. By contributing to the greater good, we gain a sense of agency and purpose that bolsters our resilience. One practical example of fostering community through contribution is engaging in volunteer work. Volunteering allows us to step out of our personal bubbles and actively participate in making a positive impact on others' lives. Imagine volunteering at a local food bank. The simple act of sorting food donations or distributing meals isn't just about providing for immediate needs. It's about connecting with others, understanding their stories, and contributing to their sense of dignity and hope. Engaging in such activities provides an opportunity to witness the strength and resilience of others, often reminding us of the courage and perseverance that humans are capable of. It broadens our perspective, deepens our empathy, and instills a sense of gratitude for the simple privileges in our own lives. Moreover, the fulfillment and joy derived from these acts of service enrich our lives, providing a source of inner strength that comes from seeing beyond ourselves. In today's world, where individualism often takes precedence, the Stoic emphasis on community serves as a powerful reminder of the value of human connection and collective action. By focusing on how our actions contribute to the well-being of others, we foster a cycle of positivity and resilience that benefits both ourselves and those around us. As we integrate this Stoic principle of community and contribution into our lives, let's strive to engage with our communities in meaningful ways, whether through volunteering, mentoring, or simply offering support to those in need. Each act of kindness not only reinforces our own mental strength, but also strengthens the bonds that unite us all. By embracing our interconnectedness, we empower ourselves to live more resilient, purposeful, and fulfilling lives. In our modern world, we're often bombarded by messages telling us that happiness lies in acquiring more possessions, more wealth, more status. This relentless pursuit of material goods can lead to a cluttered life, both physically and mentally. But what if the key to true happiness and resilience isn't found in what we accumulate, but rather in what we can let go? Stoicism, with its emphasis on simplicity and focus on what truly matters, provides a refreshing counterpoint to the materialistic tendencies of today's society. The Stoics understood that true contentment doesn't come from external possessions but from inner peace. By embracing minimalism, we can clear away the distractions that prevent us from focusing on what is genuinely important, thereby achieving greater mental clarity and strength. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, offers profound insight into this concept. He stated, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." This quote reflects the Stoic belief that freedom and tranquility are found not in the abundance of goods but in the simplicity of desires. When we reduce our attachment to material possessions, we liberate ourselves from the anxiety of loss and the pressure of keeping up with ever-changing trends. Consider how the principle of minimalism can be applied practically in our lives through the act of downsizing possessions. Imagine going through your home and assessing each item with a critical eye, asking yourself, does this truly add value to my life? The process of decluttering is not just about creating a tidier space. It's about removing the excess that weighs us down and obscures our view of what genuinely matters. By eliminating the unnecessary, we create room for more meaningful experiences and relationships. For example, think of your wardrobe. It might be filled with clothes that you rarely wear, yet hold onto simply because they were once in fashion or bought on impulse. By curating a capsule wardrobe focused on quality and versatility, you not only simplify your daily routine but also cultivate a sense of contentment with what you have. This exercise is freeing as it allows you to focus on clothing that reflects your true identity rather than fleeting trends. Beyond physical decluttering, minimalism encourages us to assess our digital lives as well. In a world dominated by screens and constant notifications, digital minimalism can provide significant relief. This might mean decluttering your email inbox, reducing social media usage, or setting aside time each day to disconnect from technology. By simplifying our digital environments, we reduce information overload and create mental space for reflection and genuine connection. By embracing minimalism, we also become more mindful consumers. We start to question the impulse purchases and endless upgrades, asking instead how each acquisition aligns with our values and contributes to our well-being. This conscious consumption not only saves money but also reduces stress and environmental impact, aligning our lifestyle with principles that promote balance and harmony. Ultimately, the Stoic value of minimalism isn't about living with nothing. It's about living with enough. It's about understanding that, as Epictetus highlighted, our wealth and happiness are not tied to the quantity of our possessions but to the contentment we find within ourselves. By simplifying our lives and focusing on the essentials, we cultivate mental clarity, resilience, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. As we continue to explore and implement Stoic principles in our lives, let minimalism guide us toward a more intentional and meaningful existence. By clearing away the clutter, both physical and mental, we can focus on what truly matters, building a life of purpose, connection, and genuine happiness. Imagine the streets of ancient Rome, bustling with merchants and scholars, yet within its grand architecture lies a man who epitomizes resilience in the face of hardship. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, served as a key advisor to Emperor Nero. Despite his influential position, Seneca's life was marred by political machinations and personal challenges. Yet his writings reveal a profound understanding of fortitude, an enduring strength that Stoics cultivate to navigate life's adversities with grace and poise. Seneca once wrote, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." This powerful statement reflects the Stoic approach to hardship. For the Stoics, adversity is not merely an obstacle, but an opportunity to practice courage and reinforce one's character. It's a concept that invites us to see challenges not as burdens, but as tests of our resolve, fostering personal growth and resilience. Stoics cultivate steadfastness amidst challenges by focusing on what they can control, their own thoughts and reactions. They view external difficulties as transient and beyond their influence, thus shifting their energy towards maintaining internal equilibrium. This approach is illustrated through their practice of premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils, where they consciously prepare for potential hardships. By visualizing possible adversities, they build mental resilience, ensuring they are less taken aback when difficulties arise. Let us consider a contemporary scenario that echoes this Stoic fortitude. Picture a healthcare professional on the front line during a public health crisis. Each day presents new challenges: overcrowded hospitals, emotional exhaustion, and the ever-present risk of illness. Despite the overwhelming stress, this individual embodies Stoic resilience, maintaining a calm and focused demeanor. They acknowledge the gravity of the situation but choose to concentrate on their duties, providing care with compassion and expertise. This fortitude is not derived from denial of the severity of their circumstances, but from an acceptance of it. By focusing on their sphere of control, how they allocate resources, communicate with patients, and manage their own stress, they maintain poise amidst the chaos. Like a Stoic, they recognize that worrying about the uncontrollable only depletes their energy better spent on delivering aid and support where it is most needed. Further reinforcing this point is the Stoic practice of reflecting on past adversities and the strengths drawn from them. The Stoics often journaled about their experiences, analyzing how they responded to challenges and what they learned in the process. This reflection deepens their understanding of their own capabilities and prepares them for future challenges, reinforcing their resilience over time. Maintaining poise under stress is not about suppressing emotions or pretending to be unaffected by adversity. Instead, it involves acknowledging emotions, assessing the situation rationally, and responding with thoughtful action. This practice cultivates an inner strength that fortifies the mind against future trials, enabling one to remain grounded even when the world seems unstable. By embracing Stoic principles, we can all seek to embody this resilience, drawing inspiration from both historical and contemporary examples. Whether faced with personal difficulties, professional challenges, or global crises, the Stoic approach teaches us to remain steadfast, focusing on what we can control while accepting the rest with grace. Through fortitude in adversity, we not only endure life's challenges but emerge from them stronger and more resolute, ready to face whatever lies ahead. Have you ever paused to consider what it truly means to live in harmony with nature? In today's fast-paced world, where technology and urban environments often overshadow the natural world, aligning ourselves with nature might seem like a distant concept. Yet, for the Stoics, this alignment was fundamental to achieving mental strength and tranquility. The Stoics believed that understanding and living according to nature's laws offers a path to inner peace, as it teaches us to accept life's cycles and embrace the inevitable changes that come with time. The Stoic worldview centers on the idea that humans are an integral part of the natural order, governed by universal laws that dictate everything from the changing of the seasons to the ebb and flow of our own lives. Marcus Aurelius, a philosopher and emperor known for his meditative writings, captured this sentiment succinctly when he said, "Adapt yourself to the life you have been given, and truly love the people with whom destiny has surrounded you." This quote emphasizes the Stoic principle of accepting the natural course of events and finding harmony within our given circumstances. But how does understanding nature contribute to mental strength? First, by observing nature, we're reminded of life's impermanence and the natural progression of all things. Just as a tree sheds its leaves in autumn only to bloom anew in spring, we learn to accept our own life's phases, understanding that change is a constant and often a catalyst for growth. This acceptance reduces our resistance to change, lessening anxiety and fostering resilience. Let's illustrate this with a simple yet profound example: standing by the ocean and observing the waves. The ocean, with its rhythmic rise and fall, teaches us about the constancy of change. Each wave, unique yet part of a greater pattern, mirrors the challenges and joys we experience. Some waves crash with immense power, while others gently lap against the shore. Like the waves, our experiences come and go, but understanding this cyclical pattern allows us to face life's ebb and flow with equanimity. In the natural world, there is no struggle against the inevitable cycles. Trees do not resist the changing seasons, and rivers do not fight against the direction of their flow. By aligning ourselves with this natural wisdom, we learn to let go of the futile struggle against what we cannot change. This mindset frees us from unnecessary stress, encouraging us to focus on what is within our control and to embrace the present moment fully. Moreover, aligning with nature encourages us to live with integrity and purpose. It fosters a deep respect for the interconnectedness of all life, reminding us that our actions have consequences that extend beyond ourselves. This perspective nurtures a sense of responsibility and compassion, both toward ourselves and the world around us. Incorporating this Stoic principle into our lives involves more than just appreciating nature's beauty. It means integrating its lessons into our daily practices. This could be through mindful walks in natural settings, regular reflections on the cycles of nature, or simple acts of gratitude for the present moment, much like the natural world's inherent gratitude for the sun and rain that sustain it. As we continue to explore the wisdom of Stoicism, let us embrace the lessons that nature offers. By aligning with the natural order and accepting its rhythms, we fortify our minds against life's uncertainties. In doing so, we cultivate a harmonious existence, guided by the timeless understanding that we are resilient, adaptable, and part of a grand, interconnected whole. Have you ever noticed the transformative power of a good conversation? Much like gentle rain penetrating the earth, a meaningful dialogue can enrich our minds and nourish our understanding in profound ways. In the realm of Stoicism, conversation plays a crucial role, offering a space for reflection, learning, and growth. Through discussion, we share, challenge, and refine our ideas, allowing us to grasp complex concepts more fully and apply them to our lives with greater clarity. The ancient Stoics placed immense value on dialogue, recognizing it as a vital tool for deepening comprehension and building resilience. Engaging in conversations about Stoic teachings allows us to see different perspectives and interpretations, enhancing our ability to integrate these principles into our daily routines. It is through this process of sharing and debating that we solidify our understanding, turning abstract philosophies into practical guides for life. Seneca, one of the most eloquent Stoic philosophers, captured the essence of this idea when he remarked, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This quote highlights the importance of reflection and conversation in understanding the true nature of wealth and desire. By discussing such ideas with others, we explore the depths of Stoic wisdom, unraveling layers of meaning that might otherwise go unnoticed. Imagine sitting down with a group of like-minded individuals, perhaps over a cup of tea or coffee, to discuss a Stoic text or idea. Each person brings their own experiences and perspectives, enriching the dialogue and offering insights that challenge your own understanding. For example, a passage on the Stoic view of desire might resonate differently with someone who has struggled with materialism, prompting a discussion that reveals new dimensions of the philosophy. Forming a Stoic study group can be an invaluable way to foster these reflective conversations. Whether meeting in person or virtually, the group serves as a supportive space for sharing interpretations, asking questions, and debating ideas. This collective exploration not only deepens your comprehension of Stoic concepts, but also builds a resilient mindset as you learn to appreciate and incorporate diverse viewpoints. Through such a group, members can choose different Stoic texts or themes to focus on, facilitating structured yet fluid discussions. For instance, one week might be dedicated to exploring the Stoic concept of amor fati, or loving one's fate, while another week delves into the intricacies of emotional regulation. Each session becomes an opportunity to reflect on personal experiences and apply Stoic wisdom to real-world challenges. Moreover, these conversations extend beyond the immediate learning of Stoic principles. They foster a sense of community and connection, reinforcing the idea that we are not alone in our pursuit of a more meaningful and balanced life. Sharing our struggles and triumphs with others creates a network of support, enhancing our collective fortitude against life's adversities. In this way, engaging in dialogue about Stoicism is not just an intellectual exercise. It is a practice that cultivates resilience, empathy, and wisdom. By embracing the power of conversation, we transform solitary contemplation into a collaborative journey of growth and understanding. As we continue to explore the teachings of Stoicism, may we find strength in dialogue and community, recognizing that together we can navigate the complexities of life with wisdom and grace. What do you consider to be your core personal values? It's a profound question, one that serves as the foundation for how we navigate the world. In our pursuit of genuine happiness and fulfillment, understanding our values is paramount. The Stoic philosophers placed immense emphasis on living virtuously, viewing it as the highest form of good and a vital pillar for mental strength and resilience. In Stoicism, virtue is not merely a moral guideline but the essence of a well-lived life. The Stoics believed that true contentment and peace come from aligning our actions with our values and cultivating virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. Rather than seeking external rewards or accolades, they argued that living in accordance with virtue is itself the highest good. Epictetus, a prominent voice in Stoic philosophy, encapsulated this belief succinctly. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. This quote emphasizes that our focus should not be on external circumstances beyond our control, but on internal virtues that shape our character and guide our actions. Living virtuously strengthens our mental foundations because it anchors our decisions and behaviors in a consistent and ethical framework. When we prioritize virtue, we create an internal compass that guides us through life's uncertainties, enabling us to remain calm and principled even in challenging situations. In essence, virtues provide the stability and clarity needed to navigate the complexities of life with integrity and purpose. Consider a person striving to live by the virtue of justice. This individual seeks fairness and equity in all their dealings, treating others with respect and consideration. When faced with a moral dilemma at work, such as witnessing unethical behavior, their commitment to justice anchors their decision-making process. By holding steadfastly to this value, they find the courage to speak up, knowing that their actions align with their deeper principles, regardless of the outcome. To embody Stoic principles, it is essential to identify and cultivate your core personal values. This process begins with introspection, considering what virtues resonate most deeply with you. Reflect on moments in your life when you felt truly content or at peace. What values were at play in those instances? Was it the courage to pursue a challenging goal, the wisdom to listen and learn, or perhaps the temperance to practice self-control in the face of temptation? Once you've identified your core values, commit to them as guiding principles in your daily life. Consider setting aside time each day to reflect on how your actions align with these values. Journaling can be an effective tool for this reflection, allowing you to explore your successes and areas for growth in living virtuously. Moreover, surrounding yourself with a community that shares or supports your values can reinforce your commitment to living virtuously. Engaging in discussions and activities that reflect your principles strengthens your resolve and helps you navigate moral complexities with greater assurance. Ultimately, by focusing on virtue, we cultivate a rich inner life that underpins our mental resilience. We learn to measure our success not by external achievements, but by the extent to which we live in harmony with our values. This alignment fosters an enduring sense of fulfillment and serenity, empowering us to face life's challenges with equanimity and strength. As we delve deeper into Stoic teachings, remember that the practice of living virtuously is not about perfection but about progress. By consistently striving to align your actions with your values, you build a strong foundation for a life of purpose, integrity, and peace. Have you ever witnessed the pitfalls of unchecked pride? Pride, when left unchecked, can become a formidable barrier to personal growth and resilience. It blinds us to our flaws, prevents us from seeking help when needed, and often leads to overestimating our abilities. The Stoics, ever vigilant about the human condition, champion humility as an essential virtue, seeing it as the antidote to the damaging effects of pride. Humility, in the Stoic sense, is not about diminishing our worth, but about recognizing our limitations and the vastness of what we have yet to learn. It is the gentle reminder that we are not infallible, opening the door to self-improvement and wisdom. By embracing humility, we cultivate a mindset open to growth and learning, bolstering our resilience in the face of life's challenges. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's most revered figures, illuminates this virtue with profound insight. He wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." This quote speaks to the heart of humility, reminding us that true richness lies not in material possessions or accolades, but in contentment and the readiness to learn and grow from every experience. Humility fosters resilience by enabling us to accept failure and setbacks as inevitable parts of the human experience. It is through humility that we view failure not as an end, but as a stepping stone to greater understanding and success. When pride is replaced with humility, failures become opportunities for introspection and learning, paving the way for personal development. Consider a leader who embraces humility in their approach. Instead of clinging to their status or dismissing the perspectives of others, they actively seek feedback and acknowledge their areas for improvement. When faced with a failed project, this leader does not point fingers or make excuses. Instead, they reflect on the experience, recognizing their role in the outcomes and identifying lessons to be learned. This humility allows them to adapt and innovate, enhancing their leadership effectiveness and resilience against future challenges. To cultivate humility, it's helpful to recall instances where we've learned from failure. Reflect on moments in your life when things didn't go as planned. How did these experiences shape you? What did you learn about yourself and others? By examining past failures with a humble lens, we can gain valuable insights and avoid repeating the same mistakes. Moreover, practicing humility involves letting go of the need to be right or in control. It means embracing the idea that others might have valuable insights and that our understanding is always evolving. In conversations, try approaching topics with curiosity rather than certainty. Ask questions, listen actively, and be willing to revise your beliefs based on new information. This openness not only deepens your understanding but also strengthens your relationships and resilience. Humility also encourages us to appreciate the collective journey of humanity. By acknowledging that we are part of a greater whole, we foster empathy and compassion towards others, recognizing their struggles and triumphs as our own. This connection enhances our support networks, creating a foundation of strength and solidarity that bolsters our ability to withstand life's adversities. As we continue delving into Stoic principles, let humility be a guiding force. Embrace it as a path to self-awareness, growth, and resilience. By practicing humility, we not only enrich our lives but also create a ripple effect of wisdom and empathy, contributing to a more harmonious and understanding world. As we draw this exploration of the Daily Stoic Checklist to maintain mental strength to a close, it's essential to reflect on the profound wisdom that ancient Stoicism offers us in modern life. At the heart of Stoicism lies a series of practices that, when embraced, can significantly bolster our mental resilience and well-being. Let's revisit these timeless principles and consider how they can be woven into the fabric of our daily routines. First, the power of presence cannot be overstated. In our increasingly distracted world, being present is not only a challenge but an ever-valuable skill. Cultivating mindfulness allows us to engage fully with the current moment, reducing anxiety about the future and regrets about the past. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and actions, we create a more peaceful existence. Presence helps us appreciate the beauty around us, leading to a more fulfilled and less stressed life. Gratitude is another cornerstone of Stoic philosophy that proves essential for maintaining mental strength. In recognizing and appreciating the small joys and abundance in our lives, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. This shift in perspective fosters a sense of contentment and abundance, counteracting the pervasive societal narrative that happiness stems from accumulation and consumption. By practicing gratitude daily, we not only enrich our own lives but also those of the people around us, spreading positivity and empathy. Rational thinking is a tool that the Stoics championed as a means to overcome irrational fears and cognitive distortions. It encourages us to question our automatic thoughts and challenge unfounded beliefs that often lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety. By approaching situations with a rational mindset, we strengthen our capacity to solve problems effectively and maintain emotional balance in the face of adversity. Incorporating these principles into our lives leads us to a state of inner tranquility and resilience. It's a journey of continuous learning and self-improvement, where each principle intertwines with the others, enhancing our overall mental robustness. The Stoics remind us that life's challenges are not obstacles but opportunities to cultivate strength and virtue. To encapsulate these teachings, consider the words of Epictetus, who stated, "It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them." This quote serves as a powerful reminder that our perceptions shape our reality. By mastering our own thoughts, we gain the power to shape a more resilient and fulfilling life. As we conclude, I invite you to reflect on your own experiences with Stoic practices. How have principles like presence, gratitude, and rational thinking impacted your mental strength? Share your thoughts in the comments below. By doing so, you not only participate in a community of like-minded individuals, but also contribute to a broader dialogue about the resilience that Stoicism fosters. Together, let us continue to explore and embrace these Stoic principles, supporting one another in the journey toward a more thoughtful, balanced, and resilient life. Thank you for joining this exploration, and remember to carry the wisdom of the Stoics with you as you navigate the complexities of modern living.